There's nothing more stressful than a demo failing during a sales call. But what if there was a way to deliver consistent, reliable, stable demos every single time on every single call? That's what I'm going to show you how to do today. And it doesn't rely on your existing sandbox environment or production environment. Let's check it out. The solution to this problem is a tool called an interactive product demo. What we see here is an environment which has been captured in HTML and CSS, which means that we can scroll around on the page and look at different aspects of the product and give people the impression that they're looking at the production environment, but knowing with certainty that this demo will behave the same way every single time and reset perfectly. So you can type into fields, for example, and when I refresh the page, it goes back to exactly how it was before. I've actually got loads of interactive product demo use cases over on my channel, including things like embedding them into your homepage, using them as paywalls for your SaaS application, sharing them with prospects after a live sales call, or exporting them as GIFs and videos that you can use on social media. But for now, back to what you came here for, live demos. So how do you take this type of demo and personalize it for a new prospect, for instance? Well, that's really easy to achieve as well if we jump over into the editor. So this is the Howdy Go editor. Essentially what we're able to do is personalize this demo for a particular prospect. So for example, let's say I'm talking to a company like DHL. We can grab their logo and click save, and it will replace their logo on the page. I can also click on any text here and make edits to it so that we can personalize this demo for a particular prospect or client. And you can essentially take a demo which has been designed by your product marketing team, your marketing team, your sales operations, and personalize it for a particular prospect without necessarily having all of the overhead that would normally go into doing that in your production environment and dealing with all the reset issues that come along with that. What you can also do is use a bunch of these edit functionalities across the top to adjust the demo to your liking. So for example, let's say there was some stuff on this page which is just a little bit confusing for people. You can click and blur items on the page, or you can completely hide them. So you can use this to clean up your demos. You can also add in zoom effects. You can also change the annotation type. So for example, let's say you didn't want to have an annotation visible at all. You can just change it to an invisible box. And when I go over and look at this live sales demo, you can see that there's no box visible. And if I click, I can just move on to the next step. I can also completely remove any of this text and it'll show absolutely nothing on the demo. So if I go back to the first step, you can see that it's completely disappeared. And if I click, it'll show where I need to click to proceed to the next step. And I can do that now. You can also see that all of the edits have been carried through from the editor. So that's the very basics of the editing experience. You capture these demos using the Howdy Go Chrome extension, which essentially allows your team to jump in there and capture an HTML and CSS version of your SaaS application. And then it throws you straight into this editor where you can start to make tweaks and adjustments as you need. One of the other cool features about Howdy Go demos is that you can also include image steps, which are really nice if you've got a particular slide that you want to include in your live sales demo. You can just insert it as a new step, and then you can set this to an invisible box if you don't want anything to be visible, or alternatively, maybe you want to highlight a different element, in which case you can add in these little highlight boxes. And of course, you can move this around as needed. So if you want to have this be an introductory slide, you can do that as well. And if I jump over into this demo collection, you can see that our demo has been automatically adjusted. So that's how easy it is to edit an existing demo and perfect it for a given prospect or client. When you're ready and you've done your demo and maybe you want to send an asset through to your prospect that you've just spoken to, you can actually record a video introduction to say hi to people and kind of welcome them to the demo and have them navigate around in your demo without necessarily having to jump on another call, which can slow down sales. The other aspect that I wanted to show you is that this is a demo collection. It's a series of related demos all showing the same product in action so that people can get an understanding of all of the different aspects of what the product is capable of doing. How do you create a demo collection? Jump over into the demo collection editor. We have here two different lists, one with project management, which is sort of the core essentials of this Flowbyte example. And then we also have advanced features down here, which we can move around as necessary. So let's say we want the custom API to be the first demo in the advanced features, we just drag and drop. We can also grab a whole list and move it to a different position, change any of the text. You can include descriptions. You can also change any of this information. So for example, because we're using this for a DHL example, we can just DHL live demo. That completely flows through instantaneously to our demo collection. It's really easy to create these demo collections, add new lists, add new demos as needed to create a personalized collection of demos for a given prospect. And when you're ready, you can just click share and grab an instant shareable link. These can actually be shared with your prospects to give them a completely self-paced experience to understand how your product works. And when you get into the nitty-gritty details, you can do that on a separate call and really focus everyone's attention on that specific thing that they want answers to. I would love to see you over on howdoyougo.com. If this was a useful video to you, give me a like or a subscribe. I'd love to stay in your feed. Thanks, bye.